Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. So today's video is number 22 in our 25 days of Christmas sketches, and this one is from Freshly Made, and I want to say it's another one that Christy Marcotte has used in one of her 6x6 paper pad collections. So in the information down below I have links to all of my social medias, including Pinterest, so you can always go and check out my board there. So for this, I used some of the done up sentiments that I got from using the Taylor, is it Taylor? Oh my god. Tailored Expressions. Ooh, the name just like flew out my head. And I'm going to use it for this particular project. What I liked about this one was, even in the most simplistic sketches, meaning that it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot going on, you can have high impact depending on the different papers that you use for it. So right off the bat, I already knew with this paper collection and with my sentiment, I wanted to use black as my accents. So my mat is going to be 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then the pattern paper is cut to 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to go ahead and attach this. And as you can see, I'm using a paper collection that is double-sided. But on this particular one, I'm just using this one pattern with the plaid. I really like the different plaids that they have out during the Christmas season. But since it is double-sided, if I had extra scraps, I could have turned it over and used that piece for my 2 1/4 by 4-inch piece that I have sitting up at the top. But this one, I'm just using the plain black, the same paper that I used for my mat. I'm going to use for this particular section here. And if you have a grid mat or a glass mat, you can use it to help line up your edges to try and make sure you get as straight of a line as possible. And then for the piece that's going down, I told you I made it 2 1/4 by 4. With that, I am using a mat, and I just went 1/8 of an inch bigger. Now, sometimes with the mats, I will have, how do I explain it? Have it go around all 4 edges, which is what I did with this one. Sometimes I will keep it to where it's the same size as the pattern paper and have it line up that way. You can do it whichever way you like. So like if I just want it to line up edge to edge, then I would have made it just 1/8 of an inch wider and kept the length the same. But if I want it all the way around, then I just make sure I add 1/8 of an inch to all of the sides. So now we're going to lay that down and get it evened up. And then on this, the piece that's going across the top part of the sketch, I wanted to use the glitter paper because I like the fact that the pattern paper, the main paper that we used, had a little bit of like a gold sparkle. It's a lighter gold, but it still works. And so I decided, since I was using the glitter paper, I wasn't going to be able to stamp right on it to create the sentiment the way or where they have it placed. And plus it just wouldn't stamp well on that type of a textured paper. So I knew using my pre-cut sentiments was going to be the perfect fit. All I had to do was grab some foam tape. We're going to attach it to the back side and attach it to the gold's glitter stock in the same area where they have it on the sketch itself. But at least it would be it'll be in the same area. It'll be a little bit longer, but it just helps with the fact that it's glitter paper. You don't have to worry about trying to stamp on something like that. And actually, to be honest, I wouldn't try it as far as stamping on glitter paper. So once I get my back fully covered with the foam tape, I'm going to go ahead and start removing the backing. And with putting this down, you can always use some art glitter glue as well. I just put either like a thin line just going straight down. Sometimes I'll do dots, like I'm just tapping it, tap, 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 and I'll attach it that way. And this says, "May your days be merry and bright." And by using the wet glue, it gives us a little bit of wiggle room time as well, to where we can attach it, move it if we need to, and have it be in the right spot. And then to finish it off, I'm adding 3 Nuvo drops of the Enchanted Gold. I'm going to tap it once, and perfect round enamels. I loved how these cards turned out. And you can make a bunch of them. Look at that. Super simple and easy. And I think the matte definitely helps for the vertical piece. I think if it didn't have the matte, I don't think it would stand out as well. So I really like how that completes the project for me. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And of course, you can leave comments down below. I love reading them and of course answering back to you guys. And we are getting so close to Christmas. I can't believe it. 3 days to go and it'll finally be done. So I hope you guys had fun this holiday season. Treat yourself to something special. And thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you with tomorrow's video.